Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome to this live showdown between the Dwarves and Norsca. So in this match, we're going to be going with the High King Thorgrim, and I actually haven't got the chance to use the Oath of Vengeance yet. So it looks like on a 60-second cooldown with a 44-second duration, he's going to give negative 27 melee defense, and yeah, it's definitely not bad at all. I can see that being useful for taking down some of the higher value, tankier threats. We got a Runesmith. We also have an entire front line of miners with blasting charges, which are really good against Norsca. The blasting charges just absolutely Shrek Marauders, and they have enough AP to put a dent in champions. They're not going to win in head-up combat, but I feel like they do have a role here. We got two Bugman's Rangers for artillery. We do have two bolt throwers and a flame cannon. So feeling a little bit wild today. We're going to try it out, and we'll take a look at the rest of the army once we get in here. So we are indeed on Carrick Drawn, which I think is a somewhat open field map. I can't remember, but really excited to use Thorgrim. Haven't used him in quite some time. I feel like he's going to be good with a very heavy miner build, because if it does come down to like a fourth quarter fight, he's going to be giving melee attack to all of those miners who have really low combat stats. And yes, perfect. This is the map I thought it was. For once, I actually got it right with the Dwarves. So we do have a couple miners in the back line who are going to be an auxiliary defending, artillery equipment, Warriors of Dragonfire Pass, and Dwarf Warriors in the secondary line here. So grab a couple of these guys. We're going to, did not want to do that. We're going to put them up here. We're going to get the flame cannon back here. Flame cannons are so cool. They're such a gangster unit. We're going to split up the bolt throwers, so in case one part of my formation is compromised, it doesn't kind of like lose us everything. Warriors of Dragonfire Pass are going here. We'll put miners here guarding this, and miners here guarding that. Great. So these guys, we're going to actually spread them out a little bit. So let me adjust my chair. Just like, I need to get a new chair. This chair I have is just freaking terrible. But all right, so we're going to go ahead and set those guys here. Yeah, if any chair companies are listening, I would be down for a sponsorship. So let's go ahead and put these guys like this. And that's going to be pretty good. It's going to obstruct the Norscan front line, make their advance a little bit tough. And then our secondary line is just going to be like Dwarf Warriors here and Dwarf Warriors here, which is going to be so good and tasty. Thorgrim's going to be kind of hanging out here, just, ready to party. Get the Runesmith over here, and this can kind of be our front line. Bugman's Rangers do have Vanguard, so I like to start them up with the actual initial Vanguard, and they can do some work. And they're strong enough to fend off like Norscan Hounds and stuff, which I think is really cool. So we do have a couple extra miners, so let's go ahead and put some of them like out on the flanks here, and you guys can go out on the flanks here. Great, so we're gonna put these guys all in group 1, and Flame Cannon 2, Bolt Throwers in 3, and Dragonback Slayers in 4. I think we're ready to party. You guys ready? I think we're good. Let's have some fun. And yeah, so first things first, we're gonna get the equipment to start shooting. We'll get the Bolt Throwers shooting at the throwing axes here. These guys can start shooting at the Famir Warriors. And it looks like there is some chariot action. So this is gonna be a wild one, guys. So we'll start shooting in at the Marauder Berserkers here with these guys. Start shooting here. We shouldn't have any problems. And we'll throw some blasting charges. Go ahead and move up. Blasting charge, blasting charge, blasting charge. The chariots are definitely going to not be fun, but we'll go ahead and run these guys up. And let's go ahead and send the Slayers up and get this miners back here. I don't think he has any like pressure coming in from the back there. And so far, so good. So Thorgrim can go ahead and try and intercept that, but those Marauder Horsemen are definitely not long for this earth. But yeah, we're gonna get some blasting charges, and it should be hopefully pretty good. So Runesmith coming up here. We'll get these Slayers kind of advancing in here to take these guys out. So let's get our charges and get our charges here. Get our charges. That is a lot of Norscan troops here, guys. It is quite a party. So the Flame Cannon, we're just going to have it start shooting into the back here. Thorgrim's going for these guys, and hopefully these Slayers can catch this guy and get that speed debuff. Rune Negation as the charge comes in, and we'll actually... Do we want to do this? Do we want to get that going? Okay, so we're going to switch the bolt throwers onto those chariots, because they're going to be the next like pertinent threat here. We'll get these miners going up and around the side here, see if we can do a little something. And Thorgrim's, yeah, he's going in, and we can go ahead and do this to lower the melee defense. Let's go ahead and try it just to see what it's like. And we're going to pull back the Bugman's Rangers at this point. So let's pull them back here. Let's pull them back here. Bolt thrower shooting, and let's go ahead and advance our secondary line. And we can keep shooting at those Berserkers. Pull you guys back. Flame Cannon can start shooting into those guys as well. So the Dwarf Warriors probably need to push up. We can go ahead and just let these miners fight this and get the Bolt Thrower kind of shooting it in the face. As soon as we finish off those chariots, I'll be feeling pretty confident here. But the bounce power is pretty even at this point. So we'll send those guys in, just kind of keep shooting. And let's get the Flame Cannon shooting at some of these Marauder champions, as the Berserkers aren't going to be too much of a threat for our basic infantry. So Thorgrim and the boys kind of moving up. Looks like there is some, I think that's Wolfric on his horse back here. Yeah, so let's go ahead and pull these guys. The Runesmith can keep chasing them. We can pull these miners up as well. So how are the bolt throwers doing? Okay, so the chariots for the most part are getting taken out. Let's go ahead and kind of keep shooting those guys. We need these miners to go after those throwing axes as well. Let's see if we can get those Marauder champions. Great. So yeah, definitely a very pitched fight. You can see the Norscan front line is now advancing into our secondary court here. So we're going to get Thorgrim, and hopefully they can kind of hold this front line engagement. Miners can go here. Miners can go here. Yeah, I feel like we're kind of like wearing down the army. It's a little bit tough. The Flame Cannon's still shooting and doing a ton of damage, actually, which I'm quite happy about. So pull back the Bugman's Rangers, pull some auxiliary troops, get some of them going, get those guys back. And yeah, So far, so good. Very, very close fight. So Thorgrim hopefully can lead the boys in the front and, you know, keep them fighting because it is a very, very touchy battle. So let's get the Slayers back, try and, like, make sure our artillery is here and just be really patient and use the bolt throwers to just keep taking out those chariots, which I think is actually working. Yeah, it looks like the Dwarf Warriors up there kind of holding their own. Bugman's Rangers can get back and start shooting at... we can start shooting at Famir. Even though Famir have missile resist, I feel like we got to shoot at them. So let's shoot it here. Get you guys engaged here, and Wulfric is definitely causing some problems here. So I think the High King's going to need some help. He's getting a little bit swarmed here. The Flame Cannon, we want to be shooting in at... what infantry does he have left that are threatening? Yeah, those Marauder Champs could potentially do some work. We'll get our artillery pieces, and how are we doing? So the chariots, I think, are all but offline. Yeah, the bolt throwers finish them off. So let's start shooting at those Famir Warriors. These miners can keep fighting, and these Bugman's Rangers can start shooting there as well. Oh no, the chariots are back from the shadows. So we'll use Rune of Wrath and Rune. I mean, it's not like the best use, but it does at least slow them down. Let's get this bolt thrower right here, start shooting. Let's get these guys shooting here, and we can get these Bugmans and have them start fighting in melee. So the front line fight, I think it's starting to turn in our favor. You can see a lot of the Norscan troops are kind of getting beleaguered and swarmed here, so let's chase these guys, and I think my opponent's going to turn eventually and start fighting. Keep these miners kind of defending here, and a very pitched fight, so let's go ahead and pop this. We'll lower the melee defense of these Famir Warriors, and yeah, he has kind of crushed our formation over here, so that's going to be a little bit tough. But we did actually succeed in kind of, you know, securing the center pocket. So let's switch these missiles over here. Let's get these Bugman's Rangers shooting here. The miners doing a really good job. They're just like kind of relentless, just holding. And we also probably want the Runesmith to help out over there. We need some heroic intervention. So the Flame Cannon will shoot right here. Looks like Thorgrim and the boys are able to clean up that center pocket pretty heavily. So yeah, we actually won the frontline engagement after a while. It took a couple layers, but do we want to pull Thorgrim back? No, I don't think we need to chase those from here. And an evil haggard pirate ship striking from the shadows. And the Flame Cannon must be out of ammo by now. So what targets do we have? So let's get you shooting at those throwing axes, and you can start shooting at these Famir, even though they're like right up in your face. Rune of Negation is going to help. And the Bugman's Rangers are simply just going to have to fight. So Dragonback Slayers, let's pull you guys in. You guys kind of flanking here, and we can pull in Thorgrim as well. We don't need to be like chasing with like those hunters with like everything we have. You guys can go here, you guys can go here, and you guys can get those guys. Great. So far, so good. So it looks like there are some Famir coming back online, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and switch this, the Flame Cannon crew's out of ammo. So Bugmans can go ahead and engage in melee there. Thorgrim and the boys are coming back here. Hopefully I can get my paws on Wulfric. So let's go ahead and use Rune of Wrath and Rune on those Marauder champions. Thorgrim's coming. The High King, he demands combat. Trial by combat being demanded by the High King here. So let's see what else do we have any other troops rallying? I don't think so. Yeah, plenty of bolt thrower fire. So let's get those guys here. You guys can finish off the Berserkers. And yeah, honestly, that crew, they're out of ammo anyway, so they can fight like the champs they are. Bugman should be able to finish them off anyways. So Thorgrim's coming in for the great duel, and it looks like he gets a huge hit right there. And the Dawi infantry and the Dragonback Slayers actually, I think, are going to take this engagement. Wulfric's going to try and fight, but Thorgrim is really, really heavily armored, so it's going to be tough for him. Bugman's Rangers, let's get them fighting in melee, assisting their High King. Looks like these Famir are taking quite a bit of damage as well. And wow, this is just such a pitched fight. So we need to make sure we're chasing the appropriate targets here. So let's go ahead and chase here. These guys can just continue to chase. We'll get you guys going. Yeah, looks like everyone else is kind of fighting and doing their thing. Thorgrim and the boys doing it. Looks like the bolt thrower crew is able to finish off those Famir. So let's go ahead and shoot at these ones here. And we can get both bolt throwers kind of shooting there, which is going to be good. And now it's time for Wulfric to... He needs to pay the price for his heresy here. So we're gonna charge in there. Hopefully be able to do some heavy damage. And yeah, the Oath of Vengeance is off, putting his melee defense pretty low. And the Dawi are chasing angrily, but he's probably going to be able to squeak away, but not really a big deal. Let's get this bolt thrower and start shooting at him. That one's shooting, finishing off the Famir, and that cannon crew just patriot to the Dawi are just going to be chasing there. So but we want to make sure to not let those guys back in the game here. Good. So Wulfric's running from us, which is expected to run from the High King. Nobody can suffer his wrath, but we should have ample resources to kind of deal with him. So yeah, these Marauder Hunters are almost out of ammo, so I don't think we really need to respect them. So let's go in there and get these guys going here. And the Bugman's Rangers, we can just start shooting, actually. That's going to be fine. And if the Slayers catch him, it's gonna be a bad day at Blackrock. So we're going to switch that, see what else we got going on in the back line. Bugman's Rangers online, so let's get them shooting at these Famir. This can start shooting here. Miners chasing. And I think we're in good shape. I don't think my opponent can come back. With Wulfric being that beat up, and the problem is that he can't kite us into oblivion because we still have our bolt throwers, which are basically like, pretty good at like sniping out a character like Wulfric. These Famir, let's get some missile fire, make sure to finish them off. The High King can just form like a new battle line now, so let's go ahead and get you guys here, get the Runesmith here. Oh no, the pirate ship. Did we dodge it? Oh, go! Dodge it, Dawi! It looks like one of the Slayers got run over, unfortunately, but he can't do it all himself. So the miners are chasing those Premier Warriors. They pretty much taken care of them. Let's go after these hunters now. We're gonna go fisticuffs. And looks like we did finish off those Premier. It looks like they're shattered, which is great. Now let's start shooting against Big Daddy Wolfric right here. See if we can drag him down. Get these Bugman's Rangers moving up. And on the far side, this I can't believe this kite fest is still going on. It's so absurd. Let's get you guys here, and you guys can go here. How's Thorgrim doing? He's ready. Wolfric's still holding on, so let's actually just finish off those like stupid horsemen. I think that would probably be fine. Actually, the Bugman's Rangers can finish those off. We can just get these guys going here. Slayers can kind of go front and center. We can waddle over here, and we can get a Rune of Wrath and Rune. I think he's gonna take. Is he gonna take that charge? He's gonna get Last Samurai if he does. And he does get Last Samurai. Good. So now we just keep finishing off Wolfric, and it looks like my opponent's gonna keep scurrying. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like there's no chance of him coming back here. He might be trying to come in after these miners, which is fine with me, actually. We can just do it to it. The Warriors are Dragonfire Pass, or the Dragonback Slayers. We got to chase him. So good. Yeah, those bolt throwers shattered him. That's going to be all she wrote. So damn, well played. That was an intense game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing some live Dowie action. That was a competitive one for sure. He had a pretty scary build, but the bolt throwers did really well. The flame cannon did well. Our miners just, you know, fought that uphill battle versus the very heavy Norscan infantry with the Marauder champions, and they did a great job. The blasting charges slowed them down. I honestly can't complain. And I felt like that build was pretty good. Flame cannon did good. High King Thorgrim was able to roll around and, you know, satisfy the grudge wherever he could. Although I think in this style of build, I don't know if Thorgrim's the best. He's better with like infantry builds, but it was still really fun to use him. You probably want to use like a Dwarf Lord and just go even wider. But he did actually like put up a huge fight against Wolfric and did a ton of damage. So that was pretty gangster as well. So yeah, very well played in my opponent, Omega. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this live battlecast, and let me know if you guys want some more live battles. I know I've been slacking a little bit on those, but they're quite a bit of fun. So thanks again for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we will see you guys next time.